So my name's Johan. I'm the owner of Dirty Boots and been involved in adventure tourism for the past 17 years. I'd love what Diane said, that we got to stop, take some time, breathe, and reevaluate what we're doing, get rid of all that negative social media impact on ourselves, our psychic, and a lot of people have brought it up today, and just look at opportunities. So my presentation on the Northern Cape, I'm not going to focus so much on specific activities, but on the fact that you guys are sitting on a magnificent product asset that is very conducive to adventure travel. Okay, all right, let me share my screen. There we go. Share. Right. So you can't always see what everybody's seeing. Let's, Sue, can you see my introduction slide? Thanks.
Can see it.
Okay. So, as most of you know already, adventure tourism is the fastest growing sector in the tourism industry and has been for quite a few years already. Another huge positive that's come out in the last year, it is one of the sectors in travel that is surviving the best. And you'll probably, during the few presentations before this, I can see why adventure tourism is surviving so well. And and it's very conducive to the adventure market. Also, our lives have become very mundane, and especially during COVID, where we spend a lot of time at home, and we are looking to break free and get out of this, out of our house, out of our daily grind. So adventure tourism fits perfectly into that sector there. Look, adventure Northern Cape, I spoke to a few friends in the industry, and I chose three of them what they think about the Northern Cape. And this is just to highlight to you guys on what type of asset you are sitting. So this is Jacques Marais, very famous mountain biker, surfer, and adventure photographer. So he says, no other South African or global destination can compare with the minimalist beauty and untainted headspace that the Northern Cape Desert offers. Okay. Just think about that for a second. Okay, here's another one. This is Lisa de Speckel. She's an international adventure racer, and we also call her the Queen of South African adventure racing. So she says, the Northern Cape has a stark, magical beauty that always surprises and delights. In this hot rock and sandy moonscape, wildlife lives and thrives. The Orange River is the artery creating a green belt that attracts birds, animals, and paddlers like me. Okay, and then lastly, Andrew Kellett, world-renowned whitewater kayaker and owner of Gravity Adventures. Gravity offers a whole bunch of activities in the Northern Cape. Okay, he says, the Northern Cape offers uninterrupted vistas. Whichever way you look, the sense of space, solitude, and pure nature is what people are searching for, and the Northern Cape delivers every time. Okay, I chose that picture because it's just, it just looks so non-COVID. Okay, so last year, ATTA, which is the Adventure Travel Trade Association, they do reports on adventure tourism every year, and this came out of last year's report. So they interviewed travelers, must have been the previous year, and asked them what motivates them to travel, adventure travelers, of course. And these were the top 6 motivations. The first one, new experiences. Second, to go off the beaten track, to travel like locals, cultural encounters, wellness, which of course means to better yourself in this regard, last chance to travel to unspoiled destinations. Now, when I was writing down this list and I was looking at it, you could easily say it was compiled by the marketing department of the Northern Cape. I think most adventure operators in the Northern Cape could tick all these boxes, and so You guys have got the motivation. Okay, now why adventure tourism is perfect for the Northern Cape. Now, firstly, adventure tourism doesn't require the same capital outlay as normal tourism products. You know, the travelers don't need big airports, fancy highways. Adventure travelers will be happy with that road that you see on the screen there in the bottom left. All right. I've lost my train of thought there for a second. Anyway, let's look at the strengths of your region. So there's vast expanses of accessible land space, unexploited coastline, well-developed infrastructure, small population, excellent climate for outdoor activities, available labor, safe and friendly destination. Okay, so there we go. All right, and now we come to the part, activities that are perfect for the Northern Cape. And this list of activities I compiled, look, there's over 100 different adventure activities in South Africa. So when I compiled this list, I kept in mind, of course, your asset is space and vastness, and also that it's these sort of are activities that don't need a huge capital outlay, or most of them don't. Hiking, at the moment, slackpacking in South Africa, which is where they carry your luggage from place to place, and basically you just walk with a small day pack. Slackpacking is growing extensively in South Africa and very popular. Cycle tourism is the biggest sector of adventure travel, not just in South Africa, but in the world. And of course, this will include activities like fat biking, multi-day trips, mountain biking, just rides around the game farm. Okay, adventure biking is what they call motorcycle touring, or more off-road motorcycle touring. Very popular. We had a lot of international travelers coming in, Germans, to ride in the Northern Cape, and the domestic market still very big in adventure biking, especially out of Cape Town and Gauteng to the Northern Cape. Paragliding. The Northern Cape holds some of South Africa's records in paragliding for distance flying. The Town de Aar sorry, there was something flashing on the screen here. So the Town de Aar has they've announced themselves or positioned themselves as the capital of paragliding. There's plenty more scope in the Northern Cape for paragliding venues. Rafting on the Orange River. Now, in my personal opinion, rafting on the Orange River is one of the best multi-day activities, not just in South Africa, but in the world. I mean, you do not find a more relaxed and easy activity with lovely weather conditions, and the scenery is just magnificent. So there's another huge asset that the Northern Cape is sitting on. 4x4 tours. It's a well-developed sector in the Northern Cape, but there is scope for some more products in that sector. And also, it is one of the activities that seems to be surviving the COVID regulations and lockdown quite successfully. People are still out there taking their vehicles because it's not a group activity always, or if it's a group, it's maybe one or two families. Scenic flights, very underdeveloped in the Northern Cape. Lots of opportunity here, hot air ballooning, gliding, even fixed wing flying. Guided fishing, okay, all right, there's not lots of water except on the Orange River, but guided fishing or fishing trips, locally and internationally, is one of the biggest money spinners in adventure travel. So there's a huge scope for guided trips down the Orange, and the Orange River just has some magnificent fishing. Horse riding includes outrides, day rides, and quad biking, not my favorite activity, but not much of it in the Northern Cape yet, but it's super popular everywhere else in the country. It's you won't believe, most, I would even say 5% of people who do adventure activities do land up doing quad biking. All right, so last slide. When I looked at this slide, and I just immediately, this is what the Northern Cape is about, and this is what you guys are selling and have access to. And it's nice, it fits in with astrological tours. And Caroline also mentioned that people who do adventure activities are more prone, or more likely at the end of the day to opt for a bit of stargazing. And then again, getting back to my theme, and that you guys are sitting on a magnificent asset that is very conducive, I'm going to take you on a quick, with the modern technology and virtual technology available to us, a quick tour of your region or your province, and show you what is available and what you should easily be selling to your possible clients. Okay. So this is the Orange River, just below Grabies. Can you imagine paddling down here and look at this vast landscape that you're paddling through, and this canyon? So easy to sell. Okay, let's look at another activity, possibly hiking. Okay. Oh. My mouse is not working. Sorry, guys. Let's try that again. Okay. All right. Now, can you imagine on a hiking trip and just walking through here, through this magnificent field of flowers? Okay. And off to the Richtersveld we go. This is such lovely technology. Okay. All right. Here you are on your 4x4 trip, stopping off, parking for a photo. There's somebody on their 4x4 trip. Okay. And back again. Oops. Oops. Sorry, guys. Should have practiced a bit more. All right, so that's that's what I have to say about the Northern Cape and what's available and the asset you guys are sitting on there. And enjoy the rest of the day. Thanks, Sue.